You've been at those nuts again. Now, how many times must I tell you? They're not for you, they're for them.
Well, I only had a couple.
Yes, a couple of hands full by the looks of it. You know, there's something about you and nuts. They just disappear. It's just the same when we go to the cinema. You buy 2 bags, and by the time we've got in our seat, there's only 1 bag left. You're a nut addict. Oh, you haven't got that glass very clean, have you? You've left all your fingerprints over it.
Well, I'm a plumber, not a burglar. It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. You can't ask guests to drink out of dirty glasses.
Well, it's only dirty on the outside.
Well, it's your hands. It's all the grease off those nuts. Now, go and wash them. They'll be here any minute.
I'll go up and do them now, then.
Don't go in that bathroom. I'll put a clean towel out the fresh tablet of soap.
I'll do them down here, then.
Well, don't do them in the sink. The salad's in there.
Well, how am I supposed to get my hands clean? Go next door and ask them to use their sink.
Look, wipe them on that. You've had a few crafty nips at this bottle of sherry, haven't you?
Didn't touch a drop.
Oh, yes, you have. Oh, and look, that glass is all sticky inside.
Well, it must have been put away like that at Christmas.
If it had been put away like that, there would have been dust on it.
Well, I did have a drop of sherry, love, just to see if it was all right.
Well, by the look of it, you've had 2 or 3 glasses to make sure. Oh, have you got the wine?
Yes, I got it on the way home from work. It's in my tool bag.
Oh, well, we shall want the corkscrew.
I know, I've been looking for one. I couldn't find a corkscrew anywhere.
Well, that's a bit of luck. That means there'll be a drop of wine left for the guests. Now, here, look, will you take the bottle of wine in, Freddie, and put it on the dining table? Oh, here. And take these nuts in, love, and put them on the sideboard. And then when you've done all that, will you tidy up the hall? And don't have another go at those nuts. I'll be here soon. You've been at those nuts again, haven't you? Now, look, you can't deny it, Freddie, because you've got all salt round your mouth. Oh, you are a nasty eater. You know, there's something about you. Anything you like, you just scoff it.
Well, you just talk. What about you and pilchards?
Whoa. I might like pilchards, but I don't go grabbing handsful and stuffing them in my mouth when nobody's looking. Hey, they'll be here soon. These add a little tone to the table.
Well, what are those things?
The candles. What did you think they were? Sticks of rhubarb?
Oh, is it somebody's birthday, then?
Freddie, all the best people dine by candlelight. You've got no regards for the niceties of life, have you?
All this fuss just got Frank Willits coming. What's he, anyway? He was only a plumber like me.
Ah, yes. But he's a master builder now. And he's done very well for himself, and he could do a lot for you.
I still don't think he's going to give me all his plumbing work just because you're going to light a couple of candles.
Now, Freddie, he's done very well for himself, and I wish you were more like him. His wife doesn't have to slave the way I do, you know. I bet she comes tonight all tarted up to the nines. And there's me with this dress on, over 2 years old.
Oh, you don't worry about Mabel. Sure, she don't know much, you know, love. When I took her out on a Saturday night, her one big meal of the week was fish and chips.
Oh. But things are different, that's all in the past. They're used to better things now, you know. Just look at this table, Freddie, eh? No, don't leave the wine there, love. Put it on the stand in the middle of the table. Oh, Freddie, love, I do wish you wouldn't keep shifting things. Now, anybody knows that a serviette goes on the bread plate. Oh, just look at that stain. Trust you.
Well, it must have come off the bottle, love.
Well, I didn't think it was the laundry mark. And look, it's my only decent tablecloth.
Well, the bottle must have got dirty in my tool bag.
And I don't suppose it ever occurred to you to wipe it, did it?
Well, it's only grease. It'll come off with a drop of paraffin.
Always, if ever I try to do anything nice, you always spoil it. And they're going to be here any minute.
You're all right. Look, put me serviette on it, then.
Oh, no, you don't. Then you'll be the only one having your dinner without a serviette. And I'm not having that. Anyway, you're such a nasty eater. A 5-course dinner without a serviette. Why, you'd have food in every waistcoat pocket.
Put the water jug on it, then. There, that's all right.
Oh, that's brilliant, that is. And supposing somebody wants a drink of water. Not that you're likely to want a drink of water, but I mean one of the others.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I'll tell you what, put the ashtray on it. Now, nobody will use that till after the meal.
Oh, well, I suppose that'll have to do. You see, due to you, I haven't finished getting my makeup on or anything, and they'll be here any minute. I'll take this bottle and wipe it. You'd only do it on the curtains. Hey, Freddie, have you seen my handbag? I must have my handbag because it's got my lipstick in it. Now, love, have you seen it or haven't you? You've been at those nuts again, haven't you? Hey, that's them. Well, don't let them until I found my handbag, Freddie.
Well, if they wait on the doorstep till you find that, they'll die of starvation.
No, it's here. Here, all right, you can let them in now. No, don't go like that. Put your jacket on. Now, oh, no, wait a minute. Wait.
What's that for?
It's to get rid of the cooking smell. You know what cabbage water smells like.
Ooh, I'd sooner smell cabbage water.
Well, it's all right, love. You can let them in now. Oh, no, your boots. Trust you to leave them lying there. Here, take them upstairs. And then when you've done that, let them in. But give them a drink of sherry while I finish getting ready.
Where shall I put my boots then?
Anywhere out of sight. Freddie, can you hear them banging to come in? Empty that ashtray.
Hello, Mabel. Hello, Frank. Come in.
Lovely to see you.
Nice to see you.
I've been having the wrong night.
No, we were out at back. It's all right. Go on, make it
Oh. Oh, my shoes. Oh. Were they all right? Have you asked them to have a glass of sherry?
She wants gin.
She would. Anybody can tell she's an ex-girlfriend of yours.
It's a good job that there's a drop left in here.
Here, don't give her that. That's Terps.
Well, that's ruddy daft. I might have drunk it.
But you'd never have noticed.
Well, I'll ask you if she'd like something else.
Look, we have only got sherry. She'll have to have that. It's not a pub we're running. Only a sherry.
Well, cheers, Frank. Cheers, Mabel.
It's been a long time, eh?
Nice to see you again, too. She won't be long. She'll be here in a minute. It is nice to see you.
What? Oh, Fred, you didn't tell me they were here. How nice to see you. How good of you to come after all this time. Would you like some nuts with your sherry?
Oh, cha.
There's only 2 left.
Well?
Well, what am I supposed to do? Give them 1 each?
Well, no, I don't think we should. Not before dinner.
Oh, well, perhaps you're right. I don't wish to spoil your appetite. Freddie, you haven't taken Mrs. Willett's coat.
Oh, I kept it on for a bit. I was rather chilly at first. Oh, of course, we're used to the central heating at home. Frank had it put in about 2 years ago. It's marvellous.
Yes, well, we nearly had it, only it wouldn't have been good for Freddie's catarrh.
Eh?
Well, I'm feeling a little warmer now.
Yes, I thought you would be. Freddie, Mrs. Willett's coat.
Oh, that way. Frank.
Oh. Come on, look.
Takes a little while.
Right, go on. Ain't it a lovely one, eh?
Oh, I bought that for our last anniversary.
Oh, very nice. I bought Thora a bed jacket.
That's a very nice outfit you're wearing, Mrs. Willett.
Oh, do you like it? Frank bought it for me when we were in Paris. But I had to go all the way to Perugi's in Rome to find these earrings to match.
Yes, that must have been very trying for you. Now, if you'll excuse me, please, I'll just go and see if the first course is ready. Excuse me. She's dolled herself up a bit, hasn't she? Eh? And did you see those earrings? All the way from Perugi's in Rome they were.
Well, you've got earrings as well, love.
I know. Only mine came from Woolworths in Blackpool. And you know, I had to go all the way from Marks and Spencer's to find a pair to match my dress. Swanky Ozzy.
All right. Come the summer, I shall be putting 24 bungalows on that site. That's if I get the final planning permission, of course.
Oh, yes. And who will be doing your plumbing for you these days, then, Mr. Willett?
Well, up to now, I've been using Harrington, but to tell you the truth, I'm not too happy about him.
Oh, no, well, Fred might be able to do some of that work for you. Mightn't you, Fred?
Yes, I'll help you with the dishes.
Oh, that's a good idea. Perhaps we could discuss it after supper, eh?
You don't mind if I smoke?
No, of course not.
Oh, pass me that ashtray, Frank.
Oh. Yeah. Do you mind if I help myself to water, Mrs. Blacklock?
Can I give you a hand?
No, thank you. I shan't be a moment.
Oh, I don't like to see you doing everything.
It's very nice to have you. All I have to do is to bring in the scampi. Well, Frank Willett had better give you some work after this lot, I'll tell you. Scampi at 9 shillings a pound. And no trading stamps.
You needn't have got all that much.
Look, I haven't. I panned this out with fish fingers.
Fish fingers? They're long and straight.
I know they are. But look, I put a U-bend in them. And I've smothered them in batter.
Well, they might be used to eating scampi. They'll notice the difference.
Of course they won't. What do you think they do in half of the good restaurants? Haven't you done that wine yet?
Well, I couldn't find a corkscrew anywhere.
Well, it must be somewhere about. Oh, I know. Didn't you take it with you on that job that you did last Thursday for Mrs. Pointer?
Oh, I used it when a sink was bunged up. It must be in my tool bag.
At least that's what you said you were taking the corkscrew to work with you for, any road. So sorry to have kept you waiting.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, we're quite used to waiting between courses. You have to on the continent, you know. They cook every dish specially.
I see. Well, do set off, will you? I don't want it to get cold.
Oh, these scampi are most unusual, aren't they, Mabel?
Really?
All right. These big ones, you don't usually find them with such a delicate flavour.
Oh,
You must have some special way of cooking them.
well, I do have my little secrets, you know. I wonder, would you excuse me a moment if I just see how Fred is getting on with the Wayne? I can't think what he could be doing. He knows that we never have scampi without Wayne. What do you think you're playing at?
Trying to drill a cork out. What's it look like?
I take it I'd be right in assuming that the corkscrew wasn't in your working kit.
No, I left it at work.
Oh, well, Freddie, look, any fool could do this. They could get it out with a fork.
Yeah, I've tried it. It was no good. Look.
Well, use a knitting needle.
I tried that. It broke. I hope this drill gets it out.
Well, you ought to be able to think of something better than that. I mean, love, after all, you are a plumber. You ought to be able to unstop that.
Look, it's a bottle of wine, not a main drain. What do you want me to do? Pour down sulphuric acid and then rod it out? Hold the bottle for me, love. I can't get a decent grip.
Oh, do hurry up, Freddie. What can they be thinking in there?
There, I've done it. It's gone through.
But, Freddie, that hole isn't big enough. I won't be able to pour the wine out of that.
Of course you will. You've only got to shake it a bit.
Look, they are waiting in there to have the wine with their scampi. What am I supposed to do? Shake it over like this and chips like that?
Give us it here, then.
Oh, Freddie, hurry up. They're waiting for the wine.
Look, don't fuss, love. In the old days, all he ever had was a glass of bitter. When all she ever drunk was shandy, and she used to get plastered on that.
Look, they are used to things much stronger now.
I should hope so, no. Hey, do you know, when she'd had a few shandies on a Saturday night, you could...
No, never mind, we don't say that.
Oh, we're only good friends.
Yeah, very good friends, too. What a couple. Her smoking her head off and you guzzling nuts. Look, well, we hurry up and get that cork out. Oh, look, the blooming potatoes are boiling over.
I've done it.
Have you got the cork out?
No, I've pushed it in. It's all right, though. You can pour it out.
Freddie, what does it look like with the cork bobbing about inside it like that? Oh, I know. Here, look. Come on, we'll wrap this round. And then they'll never notice. I got it. Yes. Come on, then. to have kept you waiting. Freddie had a little trouble with the cork.
Yes. I'm used to drinking stuff with caps and stoppers, you know.
Oh, lovely. Champagne.
No, Spanish white.
Oh.
We've had it chilled. I've wrapped that round it because it was a little cold.
Oh, there's something in my glass.
Oh, well, it's only a bit of cork. Freddie will get it out for you. Freddie, love. There's some clean spoons on the sideboard. So, you're going to be very busy then putting up your bungalows, Mr. Willett?
Oh, I come the spring. But you know what the building trade's like. It never comes easy.
I suppose you have a lot of trouble having to get in the right sort of labour.
Oh, aye.
Hey, Mabel, love, it's all right now.
Oh, thanks. Well,
Cheers.
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 This is very nice.
Yes, I knew you'd like it.
Oh, you always did know what I like, didn't you, Fred?
Oh, the girlish confidences are coming out now.
We used to go around a lot in the old days.
Pass the sauce, will you, love, please?
Oh, I might have known. You always did smother everything in sauce. Although Mum used to say you were saucy enough. Oh, you remember that night we were in the front parlour and Mum came home early from the pictures?
Come on, hurry up and get those plates washed. A right old fool you were making of yourself in there. Do you know you're not going to get any work from him, you know, through making eyes at his wife?
We're only talking about old times.
Ah, and some right old times you had and all by the sound of it. I am going to all this trouble just to get you some work. You should have been in here helping me, not dawdling in there.
Well, I gathered up the plates. I thought you were dishing up the meat.
I can't serve anything until you've washed those plates. We've only got 4. I've got to use these fish plates for the meat. Now, come on. Hurry up and wash them quickly. And see that you wash them properly. I don't want the meat tasting of fish. And don't put too much of that stuff in. I don't want the meat tasting of soap. Now, where have I put the spoon for the gravy boat? It should be here somewhere. Oh, here it is. I've got it. You dozy, clod-upping, clumsy, gormless nincompoop.
Well, you said you'd got it.
I was talking about the gravy spoon. My best plates. Now what are we going to do? We've only got 3.
Well, we can use the white ones, love.
Oh, no, you don't do that to me. They'll think we haven't got a proper dinner service.
Well, we haven't.
Thanks to you. It's always the same if ever I try to do anything nice, and if ever I try to do anything properly.
Well, 4 of us can't eat off 3 plates.
No, one of us will have to do without dinner.
Oh, what am I going to have instead, then?
Look, you take the joint in, and I'll fix you something. And will you see if you can carve that without sawing through the table?
There we are, then, Frank.
Oh, that looks a lovely drop of roast pork. Always was one of your favourites, wasn't it, Fred?
Yes, it is good, isn't it?
Now, here we are. Please help yourself to vegetables whilst they're nice and hot.
What about your plate, Fred?
Oh, I know. Fred doesn't eat meat. His stomach, you know.
Oh, is that something recent?
But no, it came on very suddenly, didn't it, Freddie?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's not so good. Isn't he allowed anything?
Here you are, Freddie. And there's plenty more, love, if you want it.
Oh, most enjoyable, Mrs. Blacklock. Most enjoyable. A lovely bit of pork, that.
Yeah. The milk was good, too.
Oh, the pork was delicious.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
I haven't had it done so nice since we were in Paris last.
Too bad about Fred. Has he been off work?
But no, he has never missed a day. Of course, I see that he has the right things.
Oh, he must miss his food. Whenever we went out in the old days, he used to tuck it back.
Did he? Yeah. Well, since then, he's become a very delicate eater. Paris again, I'll crown her with that gravy boat. And what's up with you?
You shouldn't have given me that milk on top of that fried scampi, love. I don't feel too good.
Look, if you can stomach her, you can stomach anything. Now stop guzzling that meat and help me to serve the sweet.
Gee, those look good.
Fresh strawberries, 7 and 6 pence a pound. And double cream to go with them. Frank Willett had better give you a plumbing contract after this lot.
I'll have to put 24 Baston basins in to pay for this meal.
Now, who's that at this time of night? Well, whoever it is, get rid of them.
Oh, it's you, Ken. Come in, lad.
Oh, have I interrupted anything?
Oh, and I'll sit you down a minute.
Hello, Mrs. Blacklock.
Look, I'm afraid, Kenneth, that we've got company.
Well, you won't be coming down to the pub tonight, then? It won't seem like Saturday night without you. Oh, well, I suppose I better go.
No, stop and have a bit of pudding with us.
Look, Kenneth, I'm very sorry about this, love, but we're entertaining Mr. and Mrs. Willett to dinner. It's business, you know. We're discussing a plumbing contract.
Frank Willett? Hey, you're never going to work for him.
Well, we're hoping to finalise matters over coffee.
Oh, well, make sure you get your money off the old basket first.
Why, how do you mean?
Well, haven't you heard? He's likely to go bankrupt any day.
I can't believe it.
Oh, it's that wife of his spends all his money before he makes it.
Well, of course, when you put it that way, it's quite obvious.
Hey, is that right, Ken?
I could give you the names of 10 blokes that have worked for him and they're still waiting for their money. Well, there's Harrington and Bob Morris. Willett's done the lot of them.
Mind you, come to think of it, you know, he has got a very shifty face. Right. Well, I'm not wasting any more good food on him. These strawberries can go back in the fridge. And to think I nearly give them double cream as well.
Well, you'll have to give them something, love.
I know that. They can have what's left of yesterday's bread and butter pudding. I like it.
Thank you ever so much. It's been a lovely evening.
Yeah, most enjoyable, Mrs. Blacklock, most enjoyable.
Been very nice having you.
Good night, Fred. Just for old time's sake.
Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Blacklock. Good night. Good night, Fred.
Good night, Mrs. Blacklock. Goodbye, Fred. We must get together again soon.
Yes, pop in any time at your party, will you? Goodbye. And if she steps foot in here again, I'll land her one. And to think, I stopped you giving her terps out of a gin bottle. 2 weeks housekeeping and all that work wasted. And it's all your fault. I mean, you should have known that he'd gone broke. You're in the trade. You'd have known if it had been a bookie. And you can wipe all that lipstick off your face for a start. Lipstick all over you, all over the glasses, all over the serviettes. Mind you, when you come to think of it, I'll say one thing for her, though.
What's that?
She was going out with you, and she gave you up. I'll give her full marks for that.
She did not give me up.
I don't believe it.
I gave her up. It was that weekend in Blackpool, 2 days after I met you. I'm glad I did it, too.
What? Gave her up or met me?
Both. I'm not that dumb, love. She can't hold a candle to you.
Oh, Freddie, you haven't said anything to me like that for ages.
No, it doesn't mean I don't think it, love. I'm a plumber, not a poet. Come on, let's finish the washing up, shall we?
No, let's leave it till tomorrow, because now we've had a very hard night, and I think we deserve a bit of a treat. Hold on. Hey, Freddie, look. A double portion each.
No. Let's eat out the same dish, love. Come on.